guys, my name is Becca. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with the mid-year book freakout tag. I'll link the original creators down below, like I always do. I've been doing this tag for a few years now, and man, this year is probably the year where I have so many favorite books. Like, I listed all of my 4.5 and 5-star books for the year so far, and I think I'm sitting at like 36, maybe 37. I'm going to probably make a video of all of them. So I'm going to make a video talking about all of my 4.5 and 5-star reads. That's probably going to be coming very soon. But I thought I would incorporate as many of my favorite books into this video as I could for now. So I have a lot of books sitting next to me. So yeah, this is a tag that talks about it's a series of questions that asks you like, how is your reading progress for the first half of the year, and what is your what is on your TBR for the rest of the year, pretty much. Like, what are you planning on doing for the rest of the year? So yeah, it starts right off the bat with what's your best book of 2019. I have two. Well, I have more, but this is like my top two books in my top two favorites for now. This is what it is for now. So in the number 2 spot is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I've talked about this book so much. I've tabbed the shit out of it. I love this book so very much. One of the best gay romances I think I've ever read. And it sucks because you know how much I love Simon versus Homo Sapiens Agenda, but this kind of blows a little out of the water. But still, Simon is one of my favorite books of all time. This is just going to also be there. And then On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I could not talk about this. I love The Hate You Give so very much. Of course, there's a train. I love The Hate You Give so very much, but On the Come Up, I don't know if I loved it more. Like, I could have. I listened to this on audiobook, and the audiobook is just so fantastic. And of course, this is about this is about Bree, who wants to become a rap star, and when she raps, I love the narrator rapping in that audiobook. It's just fantastic. And I don't listen to rap, but that was just so freaking good. So yeah. I have to give the number 1 spot to On the Come Up. It's just, I want to listen to this again so bad. I love the audiobook for this. And of course, the next one is your favorite sequel. I have 4. I have more favorite sequels. I do. But I had to talk about all of these. These are all my favorite sequels. We have A Duke by Default by Alyssa Cole. How could I not talk about this? I loved A Princess in Theory. Again, the audiobooks, they just give it an extra level of amazing. And I love Portia and Tavish. I love them both so much. This was just so freaking good. There's Something About Sweetie by Sania Menon. Man, Ashish and Sweetie, how could I not? I love this book. This is the number 3 spot, by the way. I think I've talked about this before. But I said that Red, White, and Royal Blue was number 1, and There's Something About Sweetie is number 2 in my favorites list. I forgot about On the Come Up. I don't know how I forgot about it, but I did. Until I was, writing down all my favorite, my 4.5 and 5-star books. I was like, On the Come Up, I read that this year? Oh my god, for some reason, it felt so long ago that I thought I read it last year. But yeah, so On the Come Up is number 1, Red, White, and Royal Blue is number 2. This one's number 3. I love this book so fucking much. The fat representation was just amazing. Yeah. And then, of course, The Wicked King by Holly Black, sequel to The Cruel Prince. How could I not? Seriously. I love The Cruel Prince and The Wicked King so very much. And The Queen of Nothing is coming out this fucking year. This came out in January. The Queen of Nothing is coming out in November. I am dying. Now you know the answer to one of the next questions. And then lastly, for the sequels, I had to give Dark Triumph by Robin Lefevre a shout out as well, because I fucking love this sequel so much. Oh my god, Sabella has one of the best story arcs. It's one of the most heartbreaking, like, past revelations I've ever, like, read. Oh my god, it's one of the most brutal and heartbreaking stories I've ever heard. But it was so freaking good. Like, I love this book so much. I love Sabella and Beast. Ugh. Like, my favorite couple, I think, in the series is Ismay and Duval. But my favorite book in this, well, my favorite, like, continuation in the Grave Mercy series is Dark Triumph. Like, Mortal Heart is good, but not as good as Dark Triumph. And Courting Darkness is good, but not as good as Dark Triumph. Just saying. Okay, so there's my favorite sequels. So, what's a new release you haven't read yet, but want to? Oh man, everything is falling. I have two for this. You just saw it. Kingsbane by Claire Legrand. This is the sequel to Furyborn. So this is book 2 in the Imperium trilogy. And I really loved Furyborn last year. I believe that was also on my favorites list. So I have very, very high hopes for Kingsbane. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, and then here's a picture of Furyborn. Oh man. Roshni Chokshi, Laini Taylor, Kendara Blake, and Melissa Albert all blurbed for the series. So, yeah. I really love Furyborn. I can't wait for Kingsbane. And the other one is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I've heard just too many amazing things not to want to pick this up very soon. So I have a feeling both of these books are going to be on my TBR for next month. I have a feeling. It's a guarantee. It's going to happen. And then most anticipated release for the second half of the year. We've already talked about Queen of Nothing. I am dying for that book. I keep forgetting it's coming out this year, because Wicked King literally came out in January, so it's already there. But The Queen of Nothing is coming out in November, and I'm just like, oh my god, we've just been blessed. And then a couple more new releases. Soul of Stars by Ashley Poston, the sequel to Heart of Iron, is coming out. I am so excited for that. I believe that comes out next month. If it does, I'm definitely picking it up. And then The Girl the Sea Gave Back by Adrienne Young, the companion / sequel to Sky in the Deep. I freaking love that book, and I can't wait for the companion novel to it. It's gonna be so fucking good. Alright, number 5 is your biggest disappointment. I have two. Like, I have more. Like, I have books that I did not enjoy. Oh, here, you know what? Hold on. I believe I started writing a list of, wait, maybe it's in this one. I started writing a list of books that, like, my favorite books and my most disappointing books. Yeah. I stopped writing that list pretty quick, but if we don't talk about DNFs, Love, Hate, and Other Filters is a book that I really wanted to love, and I didn't, and I ended up giving, like, I think 2.5 stars. And then The Gilded Wolves, I think I gave, like, 4 stars, but to be honest, I believe it's like a 3.5 star. That's by Roshni Chokshi. I just did not gel with that book well. And a couple that I have, like, just recently read, that I actually wrote down. Right here. Was Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. I just did not gel with that. The Novice by Taryn Mathrew. Did not like that. Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nagan. With Girls of Paper and Fire, I gave that, like, a 4 star, but it's more like a 3.5 star. And to be honest, like, 3.5 stars, 4 stars is still a really freaking good rating. But if we're talking about most disappointing, like, I thought I was going to give that book 5 stars. At least 4.5. But I didn't really enjoy the, I didn't really enjoy, like, the plot. like, there are some plot points that I was just like, should have been developed or at least talked about more, and it wasn't. And it really, like, as I was reading, I was just like it was getting worse and worse for me because it wasn't being talked about. Yeah, and the relationship, like, I thought was cute, but later on I was just like, am I really liking this as much as I could be liking this? Because it is a female-female relationship, and I really want to see those succeed in books. But for some reason, in young adult, I have not been able to find one that well, no, that's not true. I have found one that I really love, and I will talk about it. I read that in June, so. But yeah, for some reason, I just didn't gel with that relationship. And another one, The Way to the Stars by Kate Ancrum. Again, the female-female relationship just didn't gel with me in that. And it's not the fact that it's I don't want you guys to come at me, like, it's not the fact that it's a female-female relationship. I love queer relationships. I want more queer relationships in books so badly. But I just, like, I would talk about a straight relationship the same as I would talk about a gay relationship. If I don't gel with the straight relationship, it's not going to do well for me in books. If I don't gel with the queer relationship in books, it's the same thing. Like, just because it's queer, that's not why I'm giving it a low rating. I love queer relationships. But for some reason, in young adult, I just feel like the drama that keeps happening is just so freaking unneeded, and it takes away from the relationship for me. Like, I want that romance to keep blossoming, but because of all this unnecessary drama, I can't stand it. At all. I think adult does it so very well. Like, I read, what's the novella? Once Ghosted, Twice Shy by Alyssa Cole. And that's a female-female relationship, and I thought it was done so very well without the unnecessary drama. There's still a little bit of drama, but it's necessary for the plot to continue. It's not unnecessary. That was my little rant. Sorry. Alright, biggest surprise is number 6, and for that I have two, of course. Where are you? The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. Guys, when I first read this, when it first came out, I gave this 3 stars. Now, upon reading it again, I've given it 5 stars. Like, I fucking love this. I can't believe it. I swear, I gave this 3 stars when it first came out. I'm so glad I reread it, because that is amazing. And then I have Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. I did not expect to love this as much as I did. This book was fantastic. The minute I found out she was, like, a professional clown, because that's our main character, Georgie, she's, like, a birthday clown, I thought I was gonna hate this, because, like, when I first picked it up, I was like, I heard it was, like, a romantic comedy with some smut, and I was like, that's what I need. Like, you can bring this out in public, and it's smutty, like, that's amazing. But then, like, I started reading the back, and this is why I try really hard not to read the back anymore. And then I found out she was, like, this professional clown, this birthday clown. I'm just like, oh, God. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this book. But, guys, I gave this 5 stars. Like, I loved it. So, yeah. And then we have favorite new author. Now, obviously, Casey McQuiston, Tessa Bailey, like, any of these could be, like, favorite new author, kind of. Well, not all of them, but some of them. But I'm going to give it to Elle Kennedy, the author of The Deal. Like, I read The Deal and The Mistake, and I love them both so very much. I only own The Deal because I got this for my birthday. Well, technically I own The Chase as well. Or not my birthday. I got this for Easter, I think. Me and my friends, we celebrate Easter and we give each other gifts. And so, yeah, I have this one, and I have The Chase, which is the spin-off, the first spin-off book to this. But yeah, I really, really want The Mistake. I want The Score. I want The Goal. Like, I want to read them all. And I've only read the first 2, but I really, really love Elle Kennedy's writing, and I love her characters. So yeah, like, I think she's the one I'm going for this one. Newest fictional crush. Okay, so we can go with Travis. That's the one I wrote down for this. Travis. We could go with Josh. Let's see. Where are all my books? Oh, what's his name in this? Shoot. I can't remember his name. The love interest in this. Like, I can't remember his name. Is it Trey? Is it Trey? Oh, wait. Trey could be the friend. Damn it. Oh, wait, Malik? No, Malik's the friend. Oh my gosh. I want to say it's Trey. Like, I want to say it's Trey so badly, but I'm not like, Trey could be the brother. Like, what the frick? I can't think of the names in this, except for Bree. Oh my god. But yeah, the love interest in this, when I was listening to the audiobook, I was getting hot. Alex and Henry, for sure. Where are you? There's for sure another book. Of course, it's here. And then we have Josh from the Friend Zone 2. I love this book. Okay, okay. So then, newest favorite character. I told you I have books everywhere. For fictional crush, Ashish as well. But newest favorite character, Sweetie. Alex and Henry. Bree. I actually really like Georgie. Oh man, I really loved Kristen. I really loved Kristen in this. So yeah, there's those. Book that made you cry. I'm not finished with this yet, but this one already broke me, and that's The Start of Me and You by Emery Lord. I literally, like, halfway into this. I just started this yesterday, and this book is fucking amazing. Also, favorite fictional crush, Max, and favorite character, Paige. Like, I could definitely gel with Paige. But in this book, her grandma has Alzheimer's, and she's not doing so well, and it's really connecting with me because my grandma had Alzheimer's and a whole bunch of other, like, issues before she passed, and, like, I could just see this happening, and it's like already starting to make me cry. But yeah, I was reading this last night and I was bawling my eyes out. Like, I was sobbing so hard. But, like, to be honest, all books make me cry. Like, this made me cry. This one really made me cry too. No, well, I didn't cry as much as I could have, but I felt like I was going to cry for that one for sure. This one made me cry. This one made me cry. A book that made you happy. Hello? Yes. Loved it. Thank you. Oh, but the book that I really wanted to put for this was The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare, which is the Alec and Magnus book. It's the first book in the Eldest Curses. I kept trying to say elder. It's just as Alec and Magnus in the start of their relationship, wanting nothing but to, have sex. So good. Okay, we're just about done, guys. Alright, most beautiful book you bought this year is number 12. I would say Princess and the Fangirl is one of the most gorgeous books I've ever bought. I said that for Geekarilla, I think, last year as well. But also, I just really love the cover for We Hunt the Flame. Though I wish now I had the original cover, because that one shines. But I still think this is gorgeous. And then, what books do you still need to read for the rest of the year? That's the last question, finally. So, so on my list, my, 12 books to read, oh my god. Oh, okay, finally. So, for my 12 books to read in a year, I've actually done really, really well. I only DNF'd 1, but I've completed 7, so that's 8 books already gone, and so I only have 4 left. So I have Torched Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir. I keep meaning to pick this up, and I still don't. Then I have The Caged Queen by Kirsten Ciccarelli. Again, I loved Last Time Star last year. Why haven't I read this? Small Spaces by Catherine Arden. Again, love Catherine Arden. I love the Bear and the Nightingale trilogy. And Dawn Among the Sticks and Bones by Shauna Maguire. I really enjoyed Every Heart a Doorway. And again, I haven't picked these up. Like, these are all books that I should have picked up already. But I haven't yet. But I think I'm saving them for, you know, for a little later. But I have a feeling one of these, like, I'm feeling this is going to be on my July TBR, my July TBR. Again, like, I just want books that make me happy, and Last Time Star made me so happy. Okay, to be honest though, like, here, I have more books. So, this is what happened. I wrote all the books that I wanted to read, like, all the series that I wanted to read, and I have, like, 3 full pages of that. But a lot of these are, you know, rereads and stuff, so I can deal without doing that. But I also wrote a list of, like, all the sequels I want to read. And I think I've only read a few sequels. I've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I read 11 out of the 30 sequels I wrote down. Now, some of these I don't own, but I think I own a few of them. I at least want to try and get to the ones that I own, and I'll worry about the ones I don't own later. But yeah, that's it. Oh my god, I have a lot of cleaning up to do because there's books literally everywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't done this video before, like, I definitely recommend doing this tag. I love doing it every year. I just put so many books next to me. It's just insane. Like, I'm having so much anxiety trying to think about putting these back. Oh my god. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again with another. Bye. Happy reading.